I have no discernment about anything. If it's great, I love it. I just, entertain me, I love it. All right, calm down. What am I doing next? In order to create community, we need to offer ourselves the love and invitation and welcome that we want to offer others. And we need to offer others the love and warmth and invitation we hope to receive ourselves. Yeah, I don't think you do one without the other. I don't think anything happens in this world without it going both ways, and it just works that way. What you give to yourself, you give to others. What you give to others, you receive. So, what spiritual truths are welcome to you? Or what spiritual truths are revealed to you through the stories that you are attracted to right now? What spiritual truths are there for you? What truths, period, are there for you? Because stories are fucking great. Movies are great. Books are great. I love stories. Fuck, they're great. All right, I want to talk a little bit more about Tor and magic. And it's funny that there is a resistance I see on the internet and the public at large to this idea that we are saying magic is real, because magic is real. There's people on the left even who are supposedly more inclusive and accommodating and less judgmental that are really wigged out by this, and they feel like it's the end of intelligence and the end of science or rationality or logic. And it makes me laugh, because magic is real, and the ability to connect to wisdom beyond a scientific method really scares a lot of people. I think it's important to understand that from the time of the Enlightenment, where science began to take off, there has been a very tight control over what has been allowed to be real. That reality has been defined strictly through a scientific lens, and it has been made very narrow and small. It's annoying to me, because I don't have any problem with science, but science is not the whole pie. Science is a piece of the pie. But science wants to grab like a cup of water from the ocean and study that cup of water, and then present that cup of water as the whole ocean. That everything they know about that is the entirety of the ocean, and that is the only thing that's real about the ocean. And any experience or wisdom that is outside of that cup of water, science says is false. First, it's a really narrow view, and science alone is a very narrow view of reality. It's a tool. Science is a tool like all other tools, and it's not the only tool. And science is a lens and a perspective, and it's not the only lens and perspective. It's one of many, and it's a tool. And if we can use them all together, we will be wiser for it. We will have access to greater breadth of experience, and we will expand our experience of reality, because there isn't just one reality, there's many realities. And reality isn't a thing, it's a process. Reality is a relationship. Reality is our ongoing and continued interaction, spirit and land together. And I want to use all the tools, and one of the most amazing tools that you have is your ability to gain wisdom, connect to wisdom in relationship with land and spirit. Land is constantly in communication with us. Land is constantly in communication with us through spirit. Spirit is in land. They're the same together. I speak this all the time. agus Anam Ancestors, bràth, that's land and spirit are together forever, interwoven and sewn forever. Learning directly from the unseen is an inheritance and a natural ability for Celtic peoples. It was something that was accepted in our lives, in our culture, in our experience for thousands and thousands of years, until we were colonized. And the colonizers wanted to control our perception of reality. They wanted to control what it meant to be spiritual. They wanted to control what spiritual experience and reality was. And they wanted, we're talking about the church. We're talking about the church. The church, and then white supremacy and colonization. They want to define for us what our experience of reality is. And once you come into acceptance that you are in control of your own reality, that you get to decide what everything means, and you get to decide where you gain your wisdom and what is true and real directly, you're no longer under the control of anyone or anything. When you can accept your ability and your power and freedom to learn directly from this creation, there's no one and nothing that can control you. You are under the authority of no one but land and spirit. So magic is real. I understand magic as an experience of allowing spirit and land to communicate and be in relationship with me in all ways in existence. That's fucking magic. That's when your day is just filled with synchronicity. Synchronicity is a sign of magic. And these are just words. These are just words or affordances or tools. Thank you, Justin.
When a mystic says that the world is made of consciousness, what does that even mean? Well, in the world of human factors, this door handle is an affordance of the door. It's what allows you to grasp and manipulate and interact with it. It's the user interface for the door. It's the icon that, when double-clicked, opens the program outside. Let's go outside and talk about metaphysics. On this walk, we're going to bastardize the term affordance and extend it to metaphysical affordances. These are the conceptual handles we can use to grasp and interact with and manipulate an idea.
To be in relationship with this infinite creation. This is an infinite fucking creation that we're trying to make our way through. And things like words are just tools of understanding. And words can change, but words mean things. And for me, magic is that connection and wholeness of land and spirit together. When I can allow myself to be taught and to learn and receive and dissolve blocks to wholeness, that's fucking magic. To feel that dissolving of something that wasn't true back into wholeness is an influx of energy and wisdom that is unmatched. It really is unmatched. And this is what I see as the whole purpose of being alive. Your only reason for being alive is to express your spirit in the world as fully and completely as possible. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's all of it. And offer that to others. Offer others the invitation and the welcome to express their spirit in the world of form as completely as possible. That's it. That's Tor. That's magic. I don't really fuck with gods. I just don't. I I don't have particular gods that I worship. It doesn't make any sense to me. It doesn't make any sense for me to separate any one thing in this creation and hold it apart and separate and somehow more holy or special than any other. And that's why I don't fuck with gods or goddesses. I have resonances with forms like the Cailleach is just fucking mwah, love her. And it's partly because I'm becoming a hag. I'm coming into my crone years, and she is a beacon of resonance. She's a mirror for me to understand myself and the stage of life that I'm entering. So I love her. She's also representative of my reconnection with my Celtic roots. So she's very resonant, and I do have a special place for her in my heart. But I don't think that Cailleach is anything other than a symbol. I don't know why I said it like that. A symbol. Gods and goddesses, I'm going to say this straight up, are representatives of our ancestors. They literally are our ancestors. They are humans that have come before us who become supernatural and charismatic and hold models for behavior and accomplishment. They are potential, both in lessons of how to be and also lessons of how not to be. Because the stories of the gods and goddesses are fucked up. Like, really fucked up. Anyway, Tua Danann means land of Danu. Also, Tua means people of Danu. Our Celtic cultural inheritance is as people of the land, of our indigenous lands. And the understanding was that the spiritual aspect, the spiritual beingness, was connected with the land. The kings in our ancient folklore had to symbolically marry the land in order to take authority and have authority and be able to direct the people. There had to be a marriage of the leadership of the people with the land. We have been cut off from spirit because we're cut off from land. Reuniting with spirit or joining with spirit through traditional religious practices on the planet thus far, particularly Christianity. I'm going to speak mostly about Christianity because honestly that is the tradition which I was baked in. Christianity will disconnect you from the land. Spiritual connection is not based in land. There is even a sense of salvation can only be attained when the land is destroyed. That there will be what's it called? The end of times? Revelations, apocalypse, the return, and it's a destruction. It's a destruction and a sanitizing of land. Well, bitch, land is your fucking salvation. Land is your fucking salvation. Connection to land is your fucking salvation. You belong to the land. And you only understand spirit fully when you are connected to the land. And I'm enraged by this right now because of my deep and undying love for the land and its mistreatment, their mistreatment, and the lack of understanding and the closed hearts to the beautiful abundance. This is what I think hurts me the most, and I assume hurts most of us, is this disconnection of heart from the land and the ability to treat the land as if it is a thing, a dead thing to be exploited. This is a great, great shame. It is a great trauma. And any sense that we continue to allow of the land as being somehow inferior to mental, inferior to spirit, if the land is in any way considered disposable or erasable, we still haven't gotten it. We haven't healed it. We in Canada have something called the Charter of Rights and Freedoms, where marginalized and at-risk groups are protected specifically by name under this charter so that you can't be discriminated against or disenfranchised because of a protected group status. I would love there to be a Charter of Rights and Freedoms for land, but I also don't think that laws change until hearts change.